Once upon a time, there was a kingdom named Rangapuram. The king of Rangapuram became very religious in the middle of his region and he started distributing lands to people in the name of God. As he started distributing several lands to people, a lot of crops grew there and those lands brought in a lot of money for people. The people then decided that they had to do something with money instead of just keeping it. At that time, a man named Bhushan spoke to all the villagers in a meeting and he said this.
With this money that we have earned, we should make sure that we help the people and give something back to them. Therefore, I am thinking that we should use this money to start a free food service in our village where people can come, eat, stay and sleep and do anything they would like to if they are poor and needy. And also for the people that are outside of the village who come to visit our village, they can also use that place to stay, eat and if they want. Is anybody have any objections to this plan?
Not a single person in the crowd ever raises their voice and objection to this plan.
Building this charitable building would help us earn a good name for our village. We need to hire a cook, cleaners and several accountants that can keep track of all the expenses that we are spending. In that way, we can do right by the poor and needy of this village and other villages. This is a decision and it is final now.
After a few weeks, they started building the charitable building and everything was being arranged. After a few months, the entire construction was built fully. Once the charitable building was functional, a lot of people started entering it. Several of villagers in their own village and also multiple travelers in saints started using the building for food and staying. Once in a while, rich people would come in and would give money that they can possibly give to the workers of charitable building. Some of the workers became people that would collect money from these rich donators. One fine day, a man from neighboring village, he was not able to go to the village since it was night. He decided to stay in the charitable building and he says this.
Hi sir, I am from Chandapuram and I am studying in Aryapuram. I have travelled all the way to go back to my hometown and I was thinking of staying at a place so that I can sleep for the night and leave tomorrow morning. If that's alright with you, could you please permit me to stay at your building?
There is no problem whatsoever. We have built this building for me like you to come and stay here and have food. But there is one issue. You would have to give us some money so that we can look after you.
I thought that this was a charitable building that liked to serve people from other places and that are poor and needy. I heard a lot of great things about this place, that you can eat as much you want and they wouldn't ask you for a single penny. This charitable building was built from the money that were made from the land of gods. But now you are asking me for money?
What you said about this place is absolutely true. This place is a charitable place, but the people that are working here, such as ourselves, we have families to look after as well. If you go to a restaurant or a food shop nearby, they will charge you a lot of money. We are just asking for a small amount, that's all.
A charitable place is supposed to give things for free to people. I'm pretty sure that you get salaries to do your job. If you're getting salaries to do your job, why are you asking money?
While they were conversing, accountant came nearby and he said this to him.
First of all, you have to be respectful to the people around here. If you want to stay here, you have to give a small amount of money that we are asking. If you cannot give that small amount of money, then you do not have to stay here. We are not forcing you to stay here. You can leave immediately. Please don't argue with me anymore.
How can I leave this place right now? I have to see a place to stay so that I can leave tomorrow to the city. I cannot go anywhere else in the middle of the night. This is the only place that I had planned to stay.
I don't care if you want to go to the city or if you want to go elsewhere. If you want to stay here, you have to give a small amount of money or you can get out of here. Please don't waste my time.
How can you speak so harshly to a man like me? I really do not have any money with me. If I did have money with me, I would have given it to you. The money that I have is needed for me to travel to my city tomorrow. If I don't have this money and if I give it to you, I should be able to walk to my own city. This would be difficult for me. Please let me stay here for the night. I don't need any food. Just help me to sleep here for the night.
But the workers in the charitable building show him no mercy. They grab him and throw him out of the building. That night, the man slept out of the building under a tree without food or shelter. The next day, he woke up and he was walking towards his city. At that moment, a man named Ramayya walked towards the worker of the charitable building. As he sees him, he says this to him.
Who are you? I'm sure that you are here for staying at the charitable building. Am I right? I don't care which village you are from. But I will help you if you tell me what you need.
Even after listening to what the worker said, Ramayya keeps his mouth shut. The worker was surprised.
What is this? This boy seems like a young man, yet he is deaf? It doesn't matter. He seems like a very wealthy individual, so I can steal a lot of money from him anyway.
He thought this in his mind and he looks at Ramayya and he shouts at him.
Just tell me where you are from. How long are you planning to stay?
Can you stop shouting at me? Why are you being so loud? Did you think I was some deaf fool? I am from the city and I have come here to visit several places. So get me some food ready so that I can eat and sleep over here. Do it right away.
What's wrong with this man? If I speak politely, he does not listen to me. But if I yell at him, he starts getting angry. Listen to me. If you want things to be arranged for you, such as food, clothing, shelter, you have to first give a small amount of money.
What are you trying to say? That you want to give me some silk sheets and beds? I do not need that luxury whatsoever. Just give me a blanket and a pillow and I would be able to sleep on it. I do not need any extravagant beds like that.
Yeah, you are the son-in-law of mine and you have married my daughter, right? So I am supposed to give you silk sheets and honey-filled tea. Am I right? This deaf man is making me crazy. Listen to me, sir. For the bed sheet and the pillow and also the food, you have to give me some amount of money. Now you got it?
What? Are you seriously telling me that you want to give me money for staying at this place? Not only will you look after me, but you will also give me money so that I can use it to travel. Do not worry, I am in no need of such money. But you can use that money and keep it to yourself.
At that moment, the accountant enters the place and he said this.
What noise is this? Can I know what is happening?
This man is absolutely driving me crazy. He seems to be deaf. When I say something, he responds by saying something else.
Fine, you keep your mouth shut. Let me talk to him and deal with him.
After that, the accountant went to Ramayya and he said this to him.
Listen to me, sir. If you want to stay here, you would have to give us an amount of money. So first give your money. What? You want to take the money that he is giving me? That is fine with me. You can split the money and divide it into halves. But please don't fight. First get the food ready for me so that I can eat. I am very hungry.
Did you see what I was talking about? This is what I have been dealing with him.
The accountant does not give up and he tries to speak with him again. The accountant looks at Ramayya and he says this to him.
We will not give you money. You are the one who is supposed to give us money. What? You told me you would give me money while I leave, but you want to give me money right now? So you expect us to give you food, shelter and a place to stay? But then after that, you also expect us to give you money. Which village do you come from? What are you telling me? That you would drop me at my village? Oh my God, that is so kind of you. But I do not need such a help. Just get some oil ready for me so that I can shower and get the food ready as well. This man looks like he is absolutely deaf and he is not able to understand a single word that we are saying. I don't think there is a way we can get money from him. It's better if we just give him and what he needs and send him away tomorrow.
After listening to the orders of accountant, the worker takes Ramayya into the charitable building and gets a shower ready for him. He then looks at him and says this.
Could you please give me some money? At least now I have arranged a shower for you.
What? You yourself want to personally rub my back? Are you my wife to do that? Why do you need to do such a disgusting act? Just get out of here and let me take my shower. Please go and get my food ready immediately. I'm really hungry.
The worker does not know what to say or do. He then goes into stands in the corner as Ramayya takes a shower. After Ramayya takes a shower, he changes his clothes and looks at the worker and says this.
Why are you still here? Didn't I tell you to go and get my food ready? But you are standing here and staring at me as I take a shower. What kind of a despicable human being are you? You seem like a nice guy, but you are doing such filthy acts.
Why should I be staring at you? Are you a big actress? I am waiting here so that I can take you and give you the food that you need. I can't believe I'm stuck with a crazy person like you. Why did you do this to me, God?
What? So you are a transgender since you are born? I'm very sorry. I did not know your situation and your affliction. But I am glad that you are having work like this. Most of the time, people like you will be thrown out of their families and they would be cursed out of their lands. But a transgender like you doing a job like this is something that I am proud of it. But make sure to be careful next time. Do not see anyone while they are taking a shower. That is so unprofessional. But don't worry, please accept my apologies. I did not know that you are a transgender. Okay then, let's go and have food.
At that moment, Walker felt like killing himself, but then he also realized that he cannot converse with this man again. He then takes him to the place where he can feed him food. As soon as he took him there, the woman who was serving food came to him and she said this.
Give me money and I shall serve you food.
Walker tries to talk to the woman, but she interrupts and says this.
You should have taken some money from him from the beginning. But why are you standing here right now? Now it is my turn to take money from him. You get out of here immediately.
The worker became very upset, but he does not say anything to the woman. He keeps quiet and says like this.
Alright, I shall leave now. I have got so much from him and you're also going to get a lot from him. Ask as much as you want.
The worker quietly walks out of the house. He stares through the window to know what is happening there. He was curious.
Please give me food as fast as you can. I want to eat and go to sleep. Please bring me the food.
I will give you the food. Don't worry. But first give me my money.
I do not have any diseases whatsoever. I can eat anything. Just bring me everything you have cooked so that I can eat it right away.
I did not ask you about any of your disease. All I asked you is for some money.
What are you trying to tell me? That your husband passed away and your children have also died? But why are you telling me this? I'm not the person that you think I am. Just give me the food right now. I'm very hungry. Please don't tell your problem and don't waste my time.
The woman who was cooking food becomes very confused by the situation. She then looks around to see what she can do. But she did not know how to solve this issue. The worker who was staring from the window was laughing.
If I ask you for money for food instead of giving me the money, you are telling me that my husband is dead and my children are also dead and you are cursing me like this. If you don't give me money, I will not give you food.
What? You want me to come to your bedroom? Are you so crazy? No, I will not come there. I only want to eat here. What is wrong with women these days? This is not a public place. You would have definitely done something to me. There is no safety for men these days. I am not that type of guy. I am just here to eat some food. Please don't call me to your bedroom for some sinful activities. Oh God, if I am not alert, you would have done something to me.
After listening to that, she gets very upset. She says this to Ramayya.
How dare you talk to me like that? I asked you for money and you are disrespecting me like that. Don't you know how to talk to a woman?
The lady leaves with a lot of rage and anger. At that moment, worker comes inside and says this.
I would have told you this from the beginning, but you were the one who thought about me in a different way. This man is deaf. He cannot hear a single thing and he has been deaf since he was born. When I asked him for money, he ended up calling me a transgender and he did the same thing to you. The accountant told me to give him whatever he needs so that we can send them away in the morning. Let us not trouble ourselves with him. Let's just do what he wants.
Meanwhile, Bhushan and several of elders in the village went to visit the charitable building, but just to check if everything is going well. As soon as Bhushan reached the building, the accountant greeted him. But the people inside, like worker and the woman, what was happening outside?
You are a deaf man, but how dare you talk to us so disrespectfully? This is not your father's or your grandfather's land for you to come here and do whatever you want. Give us money after you eat the food.
Bhushan listened everything what she was talking to the man. He angrily walked toward her and said this to her.
What are you doing? We give you salary and we give you food to eat. On top of that, you're trying to take money from people who wants to stay here.
At that moment, Ramayya starts to speak. Everybody understands that Ramayya is none other than Bhushan's first son, who is studying in the city.
Father, 2 days ago my friend came to stay here. But he was thrown away by these people and he wasn't given any food or hospitality. That is the reason why I came in here and acted like a deaf man to expose all the wrongdoings of these people. And I also called you to come here. I suggest you take these people away from their jobs immediately and also consistently check whether anybody else is doing wrong activities like this in this charitable building.
Thank you so much, my son. We will make sure to do everything. By your suggestions, you have reminded us to do our duty.
From now onwards, we will regulate this charitable building with sincerity.
From that day onwards, those people were fired and new people were brought in to work in the charitable building, and once in every 2 weeks there would be somebody there to check and regulate if everything is going well. From that day onwards, charitable building started helping lot of people again.
If you like this story, do like it, share it. For more news stories, please subscribe our New Stories Book English YouTube channel.